Okay, so good afternoon and good evening everyone and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 6 here and we are going to be start few of the topics which we covered in the last week. So what we are going to be do here, these topics we covered in the last week. If I go a little bit up here like this one, enterprise analysis. Out of these few things which we discussed on a very broader level and today we are going to be do in a depth level like these things. Okay, so let me go and share my screen. My Skype is here. Okay, good. Okay, now if you see this image, again the same question. The question come that what this crow is doing. Crow is putting the pebbles into that pot and do a feasibility check. If I put the pebble, will the water level will come or not? Come up or not? In the same side, other crow, this crow, is doing the feasibility that if I put a straw, I am able to do this sinking or not of the water. So being a business analyst, for me, it is must to do the feasibility study that this is actually feasible or not. If tomorrow someone says like, Atul, can you bake a cake for me? It is not feasible for me because I have no idea that how to bake a cake. But if you are in a domain, then you can understand and you can do the feasibility study. That is the reason in the current area, in the current scenario, company says that we are looking for a domain specific business analyst like credit card, lending, loan, financial, debit cards, insurance, financial insurance, fleet insurance. So why? Because if you know their business, it means again, if you know this thing, their enterprise, only then you are able to do these many things here. So now if you want to do the feasibility study, we have to be see these things. So what the feasibility study says, it is a process of determining whether a business idea is viable. Now, if you notice that we have a new word called the idea. What is idea here? What do you think, Hitesh? What is idea?
So basically, I think it says business idea. So maybe it is something to do with client's requirement, if that's feasible to do or not, is what.
I did not say it's, I did not ask it's a, what is the business idea? I just asked what is the idea?
Oh, okay. Idea can be something that you, of course, I mean, think and implement.
Yes,
Yeah,
means something you need.
that's right.
And to do that part, that how to do is the, or means something you need is the idea for me. I want to
Yeah.
eat bread. I have an idea. I'm hungry. This is my problem. How to overcome that hungry part is my idea. Let's have
Yeah.
a roti. Let's have a dal. Let's have a paratha. Let's have a snacks. Let's have a drink. What you want to do? Okay. So in this particular phase, it is called the feasibility analysis. Basically, it is a process of determining whether a business idea is viable. Your wife says, Hitesh, let's buy a 4 BHK flat in Mumbai in a posh area. Logically, it is a good idea, but not a
Mhm.
viable idea for you at that point of time. Or maybe I can say being a middle class family, it is not a viable idea for us. Because we know that to taking a flat in the Bombay that is 4 BHK in the posh area, it meant it will go more than 3 or 4 crore. Right? So, but the thing is that how you determine now, that is the concept come here. Determining is important. It is not the idea. How you determine. It means when your wife says, Hitesh, let's go to Kullu Manali for a family trip. You said yes. It is a good idea. It is a viable idea. Why? Because in your mind you check quickly. I have a money. I have a family, I have a car, and I have a coming a long weekend in the office as well. Correct? Quickly you check. You did not see a many parameters, but on the 3 or 4 parameters you identify and you say yes, it is a good idea to go there. It is a primary evaluation of a business side, and business basically because we're talking from the IT or the business term, so they're putting the business word here. Conducted for the purpose of determining whether the idea is worth pursuing. It is already cool. It is already chilled. And your wife said, let's go to Himalaya or let's go to Shimla. Come on. 20 minus we are staying in a city where the temperature is 1 or 2 degree and you're saying let's go to the minus 3 or 4 degree. It's not worth pursuing at point of time. Now if you're reading this or you understand these 2 lines, only one thing is coming out. Doing the feasibility study, to do the feasibility study, we have few parameters in the background which say it is a viable one, which say it is a worth pursuing. Taking this BA training is a worth pursuing for you or not. How you done that part? Because you already evaluate everything in your mind. Fees, I know. Timing, I know. Atul, I know. His experience, I know. It's worth pursuing BA training from Atul. Feasibility analysis take the guesswork sometime. Let's in our tradition, maybe not say tradition, in our India we say at least we get to know something less than, or we get to know something if not when we're not getting everything from that training. Let's put that money, let's spend that money. Out of 100%, maybe I'll just get 30, 40, 50%. That will be good for me. Because if you get this much, that is a worth it for you. Correct? So in short, if I say it is a process of determining business ideas viable, number 1, guesswork is number 2. And finally, and provides an entrepreneur with the more secure notation is feasible or viable. If your answer is yes in these 3 areas, then I'm saying your idea is viable or feasible. But the question come here, Atul, these are the common methods or these are the common ways. In business terms, what is that? What are the other parameters in the business term? What are the other parameters? Let's take example. You are appearing for an interview. You have 2 companies, both are the brand, both are giving you the good package with the good benefits. Now the question comes, which company you will join? Which company you will join? You are doing the feasibility study, kind of it's not a 100% feasibility, but you are doing a kind of feasibility study. Maybe you put your requirement on the granular level. How much money I am making per month now instead of going to the per annum part. How much benefits I am getting per month now. What is the work-life balance I am getting if I join company A or company B? To do this exercise on the broader side, we have a 3 level of analysis. We check the financial feasibility. We check the industry and the market feasibility. And we check the product or the service feasibility. Market, industry and market means, suppose when COVID was there, people start making the face mask. And they know that it is good. I can make a face mask, maybe cloth face mask, maybe some fiber kind of things, maybe reusable. But people started their business because they know, yes, I can do at home. I can do this thing, and I know that how it can be grow. So in this area, to determine how attractive an industry is overall as a home for a new business, you notice during the COVID, many shops, many business has been closed. But during the COVID, many new business also started. There was no concept of the home delivery before COVID. Very rare people do the home delivery. If I need to go to take a medicine, I'll go out and take it. But during the COVID, if I need to take a medicine, even though 10 rupees or 20 rupees, the medical shop or the chemist deliver at my home, because he see that was there is no one who can beat me. It's a new business. Let's grow it. In one of my previous company, there was a manager. Okay, he was staying in Pune. So in the area where he was staying, there's a person called Chotu. Okay, if you want to order something from a shop, that time this shopkeeper did not do the home delivery. Even you want to do a you want to get a cigarette packet or maybe 10 kilo atta or something else, just call to Chotu. He will go to the shop, buy for you. He will charge only 2 or 3 rupees per transaction. That's all. See, this is the market feasibility. Okay, and when you do the industry and the market feasibility, then you have to be see these 4 areas. Potential for the tenants, that who can hamper my business if I start this. Your competitors kind of things. Who is my buyer? During the COVID, Netflix, Amazon Prime, MX Player, these are the apps which grow drastically. Like Zoom, it grow drastically because they see they see the potential that nobody is there now. Let me go and jump in. Who is a substitute? What substitute? If I did not deliver, can anyone deliver substitute of this one? And finally, supplier. That how I can do the bargaining of the supplying part. So this is done on the overall standard. Generally, if I say this is not an area for us until unless I am working on a product which is actually going to be in the market. Like if tomorrow company came into the picture and say, guys, I will don't have any physical office for the banking. My everything is a digital. From the account opening till the at the time of the time account closing, everything will be done digital. There people do the industry and the market feasibility. This particular feasibility has been done when you want to launch a new product. So now question comes that if tomorrow Telsa says that with this electric car, I want to build an electric bicycle. They will do this feasibility study. On the second part, if I go, I have a financial feasibility. Kitna capital? How much capital I need to do that part? Again, in the COVID, people started home kitchen with just investment of the 5-10,000. Few lunch boxes, 2 or 3% for the delivery, a small app, done. 30-40,000 they done the investment and they estimated the earning. That every month if I get the 20 or 30 tiffin order, how much I am able to earn on the basis that they done their investment. Again, being a BA, if I'm working on a tool enhancement, I will not do this thing. But if I'm working on a product, then definitely I will do this part. And this part will be taken care by my business analyst of the financial domain, because I don't know that what is capital, how much capital I do. So these three are the three different BA, 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I stand here. I do my part, they do their part, and we club together and we'll make this list. Product or service feasibility. Who is going to purchase our good and services? Can we sell the product to our customer at a profit or maybe non-profit? So these are the three major parameters where the feasibility study has been done. And remember again, don't be confused. For these three areas, 3 different BA will be there. Don't worry that you have to do all this. No. Financial will be taken care by the finance person. Industry will be taken by the industry person. This will be taken care by the like people, you and me. Clear yahan tak, Hitesh? Any doubt?
No, all clear, Atul. Just had one question. You said we do feasibility analysis on scenario for product, not tool. So, I mean, why it doesn't happen in tool? I mean, do we don't take this much discussion, or
No,
is
no,
there
no.
a
See again. Tool means that which is already your customer is using. You are just building a new requirement for them. Maybe
Oh,
financially you can do it. It is not a bigger impact on the financial part. Like let's take example, I'm working on a service now. Okay.
okay.
And my customer is using service now and I'm giving them a service, giving them a services on the service now. He says, Atul, can you build a workflow for me in the change management? I will do that level feasibility, that this particular workflow will be helpful for my customer or not. How much
Hmm.
efforts I need, that's much. But I don't do this thing industry and the market part because customer is already using the this change management or the service now. It is not going to be impact anything in the market. So it depends that who done this market analysis is the people. Specifically this is applicable when you want to launch something new. Remember this thing, to determine how attractive an industry is overall as a home for a new business.
Hmm.
In my case आई एम डूइंग ए BAU. मेरा बिजनेस चल रहा है ऑलरेडी, मेरा कस्टमर हैप्पी है, वो टूल भी यूज कर रहा है, तो मुझे ये नहीं करना पड़ता. But if I say, let's say I'm working in a banking, I'm working in a bank, okay, and I want to launch a new product for my customer. Overdraft, on the overdraft, you can get overdraft as well. This is a new product I'm giving to them. Then I need to do this market industry. Clear or doubt?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think now it's clear. Yeah. Yeah.
Now come to the process. Something similar, but in some different picture. Okay. So now my customer says that Hitesh, let's launch a new card. Let's launch a new debit card in the gold format. Okay. This is a new product. So like if I say in the credit card, when this industry started, only one type of credit card came. Now, if you open any banking website, there are hundred of credit cards available. Platinum, gold, platinum, plus, minus, with launch, without launch, bar, without bar, multiple type of these things. What are those? Those are the products only, ventures only. So when any business say, yes, I want to go in that area. So let's say if tomorrow Atul Grover says, let's skip or let's remove this completely full time and become the trainer full time, I have to do this feasibility analysis. I need to be see how much money I need in the beginning to set up an office, set up the laptops and all the things. Organization feasibility I need to do. Am I as an organization alone in the organization is capable to run that part? Queries आती हैं, mails आती हैं, how I can do that part. What is the market and industry feasibility? Is the same training available in market or not? And finally, my product, my training feasibility. If yes in all area, go for the business plan. If anyone is a no, see no in one or more, they say rethink. If all no, drop. Let's take example, very easy example. You are in the class of 12th. Your father, mother, your sister, you, and one more younger brother. You says no. Your younger brother says, I want to buy a bike. In a family, the feasibility started on multiple parameters. Why you want bike? Go to college. Okay. Why you want bike? I can help my sister and help my mother. You as an elder brother, no, you don't require a bike at point of time. Your father says no. I'm agree with Hitesh. He don't require any bike as of now. It's time to rethink. Your sister and your mother say yes. Need to be rethink now. So these things practically happen on the bigger management level. So now if you see, if India need to be introduced any new law, any new tax law, do you think that it is done in the day one or one day? No. It required all these thing feasibility part. And when everybody say yes, then they launch it. Like VAT is one of the example, or GST is one of the example. In 2013-14, they say GST will be launched, but they delay by one year approximately, I guess. But at last they launch it. Why? Because somewhere something is not feasibly for them. But they remove now if in the next coming slide, if you see here, this one, risk assessment, यहाँ पर हमें वो चीज clear होगी. Suppose if I want to launch, but I said yes, I am happy to go, but I have something in my mind which may fail, because feasibility says it is a some extent it is a guesswork. Maybe it worked, maybe it did not work. Like in Pune, there's a shop outside my society. Before the current shop, there are many other vendors came who opened the only this grocery shop. Nobody run the business, but this guy run the business because maybe he know that I have few risk in the beginning, but I will overcome that part. So now you have to be, you start linking the things in your mind. When I'm doing a feasibility, yes means it is not like everybody say 100%, maybe 70, 80, 90, 70. But yes, everybody say let's proceed. Some scope they left it, which is called the risk assessment. Let's come here. And before that, so now let's say that I am as Atul Grover ready to launch this training into the market. This is my business value. This is my business idea. I done the feasibility on this parameter. My wife, my parents, everybody say yes, go ahead. But everybody say only 90% feasible, not 100%. I said yes, go ahead. Now I have to be defined, because this has become a project for me. I have to define the scope of my project. What scope says? Like if I take a layman example, if I want to start this training or I started this training, I clear the scope before the kickoff. What I said, guys, this training will be on the few topics only. Number one, you can ask the question which you think from the topic. Number two, I will not entertain, I will not answer any question which is belonging to your or belong to your project specific. I will not answer because that is not a scope of this training. So what the scope says is the business architecture in the entire enterprise. It is not a single project. Maybe what I can say in the short form, something you are setting up the boundaries. Remember the word context in the BACCM model.
Yes.
What that mean? This says that if I want to build anything, I will build only this particular environment, only around this environment. Now, if in maybe in this training you say, Atul, I am working for a company this, and I have a client this, and I'm implementing this. Can you help me to get this requirement, please? It is not a scope for me, guys. Sorry, because I hear from the people who took the training, my other friends in the industry who took this training, not this but other trainings as well. They says, Atul, they says, even for the corporate trainings they take, they says, Atul, whenever we go for the corporate training, we tell to that guy who is arranging that no project specific problem will be discussed in that training, because you think that you are getting expert and with that money you are getting the benefits of the training plus the project requirement. No. So I'm setting up a boundary here. If you ask specific question of this discussion, I'm happy to answer. But if you put your personal requirement here, your project requirement here, your other work here, I'm not liable to that. So what this include? Describing the business environment in enough detail to provide context to the new project. Like this says, when I said to you that I'm starting this training, I clarify each and everything very carefully. Like no certification I will provide, no authorization I will give. I will not say that, or I will not put any stamping on your CV that yes, you are trained by me. No personal, no project specific requirements or the problem statement will be discussed. So I'm setting up a context here. See the word again, context is coming. That is in the BACCM model, it is very much important to keep the track of the 6 words. If customer is going outside the context, you as a BA has a full right to stop, boss. This is separate. We will discuss offline, but don't put these things in the meeting now. I had experience this thing when I work with a proper product based company, guys, means who build that product. Being in this role, I work with those guys as well. If in a meeting they invited 5 people and one of them started talking about this, that, other than that point which is in the discussion, they simply kick out that guy. This is not the context. Please, if you want to discuss, set up a separate meeting, but don't disturb this meeting now. This is what we have to be take care in the requirement. That is the scoping part specifically. Second, it should be like a business need should be understandable. वो कहता है ना, if you watch that movie Three Idiot, that this guy says, sorry, Amir Khan, he's just putting his zip on and off, on and off. Then his teachers say, what are you doing? He explain a lot of, at the last what that person says, भाई कहना क्या चाहते हो? What is your business need here? It should be very carefully have to be defined. You will be thinking, Atul, from where you get these examples? But this is required to be understand. Like when I go with my wife for a shopping, and specifically with my mom and with my wife, I clearly told them at home, tell me where you want to go. Don't say that I'm in the market, let's take a vegetable, let's take this. Tell me so that I can plan the things accordingly and I can park my car or my bike according to that places. Right? So being a business analyst, you should clear on the business need. Otherwise, you will be missed out on many things. Okay. Now, once we determine the scope and few elements, number one, you should clear with the objective. That what is the objective of this complete customer want to achieve? That is your business need here. Overall objective which will meet the need of your customer. That is one thing you have to be very clearly. It's a statement. Like if when I kick off this training, before kick off this training, I created the WhatsApp group. I communicated each and everything. The things which I communicated, those are the statement from my side. This is the time, guys. This is the fees, guys. This is the agenda, guys. This is this type of training. Did I hide anything? No, I did not hide because I'm setting up a scope. What are my deliverables? My deliverables are, I will give you the understanding of few major parameters, few examples, maybe few notes I give. Actually, the word I'm using maybe is not the right word, but I'm giving example. In BA industry, there's a no gray area. Either it's black, either it's white. Be Boolean, yes or no, 0 or 1. Either I will deliver, either I will not deliver. Or what is my deliverables? What you're expecting from this project. Atul, I need handouts, or maybe I'll say upfront in that statement only. You will get handouts, you will get a certificate, you will get a reimbursement, you will get a job placement. These are the deliverables. Then it includes milestone. We started this journey a week back. Today is the 6th day. So I can say 1 week milestone has been achieved. On the day 1, you don't know what is BA, but now on the 6th day, you know what is BA, who is BA, what is business analysis and analyst, what is BACCM, you know. These are the means. Once we complete these 2 topics, I can say, guys, you are good enough in market now where you can start thinking from these areas. Right? So these 3 points and also few points are there. High level requirement. Very much important. When we're discussing about this training batch, I got your high level requirements. Everybody want to get a new job. Everybody want a new role. That is the high level. But bottom up is that, or the low level is that Hitesh should know about business analyst course and he should get a placement in a company where he can work as a business analyst for a specific domain. That is a very low level. It can be more breakdown. Maybe I can say my candidate should be certified in a 2 months. My all candidates should be placed in a good company. That is a high level. Then assumption. These are the things which logically I'm not preparing, but I'm supporting my PM to do that part. Assumptions. In this training, if after 30 days you say, guys, if maybe someone say, I did not get enough knowledge Atul from you. I say, I have an assumption that you attending my class every day without any gap or vacation, which make my scope very clear. You should know the IT industry. You should know the ITL. That assumption I have. I have assumption that you know that what are the waterfall model, V model, spiral model, that is SDLC models. I have those assumptions. Risk or issue. Very much important. What risk I'm seeing in the my project scope statement in the WhatsApp, and I put this statement. I say, guys, 4 days holiday will be there from my side, which can delay this course for the 4 days to be complete. That is the risk I'm raising. That is the issue I'm raising. Because you say, Atul, you promised 30 days. You did not say in the advance that you are taking it off. But these things I clearly identify. This is very much important. So that if, again, remember the Rasi model come here. If you did not highlight the risk or issue, then it is your problem. You are gone then. Because you are the one who is working. See, CEO, CTO not working on the ground level. People like you and me working on the ground level who are interacting with the customer day in, day out. If I did not raise a risk, then it cannot be work. Like, take example, I hired Hitesh in my company. I paid Hitesh a very good joining bonus because I want him. Good package as well. Hitesh says, Hitesh joined. One day, fine. Second day, I say, okay, Hitesh, get a laptop and start working on the same. Hitesh says, okay, Atul, I'm doing. 1 week gone, no laptop. 2 week gone, no laptop. 3 week gone, no laptop. But you did not reach out to me. Fourth week, you say, hey, Atul, I did not get the laptop. I said, come on. I put your name for the billing. And in the 4 weeks, you did nothing. It is your responsibility to raise the risk. On the day 2 or day 3, Atul, you say I have to be start, but I don't have a laptop. It is a risk you raise. I raise this risk to my management. I raise this risk to my client that, guys, you need to be provide the laptop. If you are delaying, that's fine. So need to be raise a risk here. And finally, you have to be review and provide the approval. So how this sample look like? Let me see if it will be open or yes. This is the project scope document. I did not create this. Something I got from the what I can say internet. I'm just sharing to you, showing to you. Project aim and purpose, your needs, clearly objective. What is out of the scope? Like I says, all personal discussions, all personal problem, all personal requirements of a specific, it's out of the scope. What benefit you are getting? Any previous experience you have, any previous research you done, and other things. Mainly, if you put these 6 parameters in your Word file, it becomes the project scope. Right? Clear till this point?
Yes, so clear.
Good. Now let's come to the next part. This is what we missed out, and I say that we will do the in-depth business case. Okay. What is the business case here? A justification for a course of action based on the benefit to be realized by using the proposed solution compared to cost, effort, and consideration. Now, if your younger brother need a bike, okay, and this is very common in our Indian family. If your younger brother want to buy a bike, he will put so many points in front of you, and you will say yes at the last. What he's doing? He's putting a business case. A well prepared person, suppose if I need something, let's take example, my kid, he want to go out in the evening. He know that Papa will come at 5 o'clock. Okay, then I'll go out. I came, he start putting everything. Dad, you know that today weather is very good. I did not go anywhere in the morning. By going outside in the evening, it good for the health. It good for the kids. We will go nearby park only, that is free of cost. Even you will also get benefit if you go out with me in the evening. Because you are tired from the office, you can get a fresh air. Now see what he's doing. He's putting a case in front of me. In the background, he done this study. He done the product scoping. He did not say that I want to be eat outside. No, he says I want to go outside. He know his objective. He know his deliverables. He know his milestone. He know the assumption. Maybe father say let's go after 2 hours. Risk. If I irritate father, he can slap me as well. He got the review and approval from the mom, and then he put in the business case. Now the question come or the point come, Atul, this thing we are doing since ages now in our life. Tell me how many times you did this thing? I said number of times. If you want to take your wife out when she's not in good mood, you will put a business case. It's long time we did not go for a long drive. Let's go together in a bike or the car, have a good dinner, candlelight dinner. We'll buy this thing, we'll movie and all the things. What you are putting a business case. The actual it is that you want to go out, but you need a company for the same, and you're putting a business case here. In our industry term, it become a business case. And what this do, basically what this question includes, what is the product or service being offered? I'll show you the sample as well. Who is the customer? What is the benefit that being provided? How will the benefit will deliver to the customer? So when I open the business case, I'll give you the exercise as well. But before that, have you done that exercise of stakeholder? Yes, Yadesh. Have you done that exercise? Stakeholder, 9 animals or the birds.
I started, but I couldn't finish, honestly. But I have a little bit of brief idea about how you're gonna match them as per their level of decision and I mean decision power. Yeah, correct.
Okay, good. Tell this stakeholder things to your wife as well, and say do this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you can say let's do it for the family. Maybe you have some common points, and maybe you have different opposite points. Maybe for her, in-laws can be in a opposite area. For you, in-laws can be in an opposite area. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you know this thing, and after that, if you do this project scoping and come into the business case, how it will look like? Let me show you. So again, it is not a standard format. Number one point. It depends from company to company, business to business, product to product, that what type of business case and what is the structure they want to be used it. So this is a structure I'm giving to you. You have to prepare a business case to start this training. You have to prepare that business case. This is exercise for you. Let's discuss the points here. Because in the business case, this table of content are important. I'll tell you, when I was working in the operations, means service operations side, incident change, problem, major incident part, in an interview, it was asked to me, Atul, do you prepare the major incident report? I said, yes. Tell me what are the table of content there? I was surprised. Come on, guys. He said, I want to just know the table of content. Being a business analyst, this question was asked to me, Atul, do you prepare the requirement document? I said, yes. Tell me what is the table content. We will discuss that when we go for that area. So maybe in your CV, if you mention that I worked on a business case, people can ask you, tell me what table of content you use. And these are the few major content you have to be use it. Executive summary. It is tough to write actually. Very, very tough to write. Let's see if I have something.
I have an experience in this.
Yes. So it means you know that because this is the place where you have to be used very good English,
Yeah.
a good words with the facts and the figures. So on the top you have to be give the overall picture that why not why what this particular issue you have facing and how you can going to be put that part that is come in the executive summary. Then here come the actual issue. What is the
Hmm.
problem statement? This is the another part. Once you define your issue, then it go for the see. It did not say outcome. It's a anticipated outcome. Maybe you
Correct.
get the same, or maybe it can be delayed or deferred as well, or reduced as well, or less as well. After the outcome you define, it come the recommendations. What you do to achieve this. Like if I as you know that I done my few batches as well, service now batches. Many people approach me, they say Atul, I want to be attend the training, and I give a recommendation. Don't spend your money for the training, a live training. I have online videos, go and watch that, because I don't know then when my next batch will be start. Instead of you, I keep you hanging, better you go and start learning from the videos only. That is a recommendation I'm doing. But here we are doing a business, so we cannot say that let's go to the other customer or the other service provider and get a business. No, we are saying, boss, I am here, and these are my recommendation that how best you can implement this, or you can build this tool, or we can build this tool for you guys. That is the recommendation part. Then justification. Why you want to implement this? These things, when this problem came, when you are working in a project and you want to be implemented new functionality for the customer, you says let's go by the client script, but the architect say no, let's go by the business rule. Then you put a justification. Very much important. Again, to justify a recommendation, you need some facts and figures. Figures are more important, because at last everybody see the picture in the figures only. Okay, then go down. See, easy to read. I have a video, if you get time, Hitesh, I have a video on my YouTube in the batch 7, ServiceNow batch 7. It's called the now create and the pre-sales, sorry. Go and watch
Yeah.
that video. You will be able to get more details about these things, that how this 15-20% has been calculated. Definitely you already have experience, but
Yeah.
from there you will get a little technical side as well.
No problem.
And here is the team, means all your stakeholders, specifically if I say.
Okay.
Okay. Then your problem definition, problem statement, normal things which you do. A little
Correct.
in depth. Impact. And that is what I'm saying. If I just call up, it is not necessary that everything you have to mention. It's totally depend from project to project, company to company, requirement to requirement as well. But important point is that you should have a recommendation, problem statement very clearly, and then the project overview. In the project overview, assumption should be there. Constraints or risks should be there. And at last, you should have a cost benefit, because I said na, it's all about the money at the last. Nobody worry about that how it be done. Everybody worry about the money. See this thing. This is the thing which is actually good for the deals, to get the RFPs, or to won the RFPs or the projects. More strong you put your business case, more chances you get approval from the management to go ahead for the same part.
Yeah.
And in the current, because you are also in the industry, so you know that if you say that by building a report automated, I can save 5 hours, project manager happy. When we go live on the change management for one of my customer, before that they were spending 7 to 8 hours, means completely one day they're spending on the cab meeting. But when we went live in the first cab, the statement came to us, our cab meeting has been over in the 1 hour. So we save 6 hours per person in a single day. So you see that how much efforts or how much time we save in the one day only. And that is the
Yeah.
initial days only, not much automation or other things. So these things are the good which make your business case. And to do this, partner, go to the pre-sales video. These things.
So the
Okay.
same video, service now batch 7.
So there is no best 7, right? Best 7, best 6, anyone you can go, but it's a start with the heading of the pre-sales only.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once you've done your business case, so what we see that what is the business case? So everything we have covered here. Okay. This is important now. Risk assessment. And that is initial risk assessment. Because you are just seeing the future for the next 1 or 2 years. If I invest this much, how much risk is there? Maybe when you open the business, then you come to know the actual risk. But before that, you can see the initial risk assessment. And it says project. And one more thing which I learned from experience, risk always be minimized, but never be completely what I can say removed. It is never. LIC is running a business.
Yeah.
They are reducing our risk of a loss, but it doesn't mean that they're saving, or they're saying that you will not die. We will still die, but they are just minimizing the risk. If I die, then my family should not be hampered. You
Yeah.
buy one policy or you buy 100 policies, you still die, but risk will be less for the other people when you, or maybe the who is be outside, or maybe in a year relationship. So in this part, you have to do the initial risk assessment. Why initial? Because you don't have a clear picture until unless you will not find your first year revenue. You cannot estimate the next level of risk. Right? Again, COVID example. I thought let me start the business of kitchen or the this tiffins. I done the initial risk assessment. If I did not get, or if I get only 5 order in a month, I'll be losing the 5,000 rupees per month. But when the first month order has been completed, I got all the payments, then my risk has been little bit minimized and I get confidence. So in this area, what they say is the risk analysis for the possible consequences if risk occur. If you are going on a trip to Shimla with your family and in case car did not, or car breakdown in between, then what will happen? Impact of those consequences. If the car breakdown in the city, still fine. But if car breakdown on the highway or near to the forest, then what will be the impact? Other than this, likelihood of the risk as well, and potential time frame when the risk might occur. I'm not sure that I'm reading a post on the Instagram. It was saying that Havra Bridge is closed at 12 p.m. and at 12 a.m. every day because someone said that it will fall down at 12 o'clock, but nobody know that what time, morning or evening. So they make it closed 12 o'clock. Not sure that how much true this post is that. So it is a potential time frame when the risk might occur. Maybe you're going on your car from Delhi to Shimla, and after Chandigarh you think that something going wrong with the tire, and then a time frame come into picture. Maybe in the 2 hours it get puncture as well. So on this basis we analyze that part. This is the thing which we have to do the initial risk assessment. Okay. So it can be positive, negative, anything. It can be related to the time, cost, scope, quality, anything can be possible. But these 4 parameters we consider into the picture. And when we do this part, so these are the things. identify the project risk. Same concept which we discussed here, just the wordings has been changed now. The process, let me see if I have a, not this one, process, identify the project risk, assess the risk probability and impact. It is not a case that it will every time it will fail. Maybe it will fail, and what is the impact? Planning risk response. If the risk has been happened, how I'm going to be response to that, and how organization is ready to take that overall risk. And again, risk in the three sections: business risk, financial risk, or the technical risk. Very depth requirement to do this part, because I am from the product side, I can do the business risk or maybe technical risk, but I cannot do the financial risk. Maybe on the go live, due to number of hits, site may crash. Like this example happened, Amazon launch first or second sale. Like best example, IRCTC to for the railway ticket booking. Every day 8 o'clock it crash because lot of people, including agent, railway employee, normal public, is going to book a ticket. Technically it failed, but now it has been improved. So these three things you have to be take care, you have to be understand. But the only thing is that it fall, which area it's fall in your bucket, you have to be decide. Are you technical guy? Are you from the business side, or are you from the financial side? Because you cannot do the financial risk, right? You're not from the financial background. So these things has been important here. Clear till this point?
Yeah, point is clear. Just one question. You mentioned that are you from the business side? Are you from the financial side? Or are you from the technical side? So while filling up this document, and if this field comes, right? Since we are, I think, from business side, because we are from non-functional, right? So are there chances that we also fill financial if we have the updates, or we also fill the technical analysis part as well?
We prefer to go in our area only, because the thing is that financials basically required a depth knowledge.
Right.
Yeah. Let's example, if my customer says that I want to be implement incident management, okay, I give them a financial thing like, okay, the complete project will be over in the 6 months and we will charge the 1 million to you, or maybe or something 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, or 2-3 millions we will charge to you. Okay, but being a BA, being a technical guy, it's tough for me to put that figure. I send it to my financial team that, guys, this is the requirement. How much you are charging per hour, per day, per ticket? Please set up the things here. So they are the best person, because I don't know that what is the, until unless you are involved in the financial plannings as well, you cannot answer that part. If you involve in the financials, then you can easily answer that part. Clear? So like if
yeah,
your mom or your wife going to purchase some kind of a sari, and they did not involve you because you don't have a good taste in that, or you maybe don't like, or it's not your area, so they will not ask you that what is the risk here. But if they need some money, or technically maybe let's say you're working in the is this area, what I can say, fabrics area, or the clothing or fabric textiles area, which we say, then maybe you are the one right person to tell them that this cloth is not good, the material is not good, don't buy. You're raising a risk here, right? So those things, that is what I'm saying, that you are a BA of your domain. It doesn't mean that you can cover everything in on the other people behalf. No, everybody is there. Otherwise, सब कुछ मैं करूँगा तो फिर बाकी लोग क्या करेंगे? right? So that thing we have to be understand here. I do the things from my perspective, from the technical only. That yes, this is the risk, guys. You have to be take care. This is the way that we are going to be implement. Yes, you have to be take care. If we did not do this way, this technical way, this is the risk for us. If we did not get the licenses, the product license on the time, project may be delayed. So those things we have to be captured here. Clear till this point?
Yes, Atul. So I was just about to understand
Mhm.
where the next transition go. So we pass it to functional team or the respective team to fill up that in information in the document, right? Because we
Correct.
are, yeah, we are the front face and we have to go back to client as
Yes.
well. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right. So चीज़ ठीक है.
Got it.
We'll
Then
take this point. We'll take this point only. Then we'll close for today because the risk will be over here.
okay.
Now, two more points are important here in the risk area: risk tolerance and risk aversion. How much uncertainty a stakeholder or enterprise is willing to take in exchange for the potential value. Like say, if I open a business, until unless I will not, or my percentage of loss is 90%, I will not close this business. That is the tolerance power, right? The same thing. If someone is beating me, until unless I will not have a 3 slaps, I will not reply back, or I'll not slap again, or not reply to him. That is my tolerance power. 1, that's fine. 2, that's fine. 3rd, I'll reply back. That is the tolerance power here.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that this is the place where I cannot take a decision. Because I'm a technical guy. You says, guys, if you did not give me the license of this product, or these many license you did not give me the product, up to 5 days, I can manage. But if you did not give me license up to 15 days, I cannot tolerate this part. I simply say this delivery cannot be done on the time then. That is called the risk tolerance power here. Okay. Then I come here for the risk aversion. Unwillingness to accept much uncertainty, which says, means unwillingness means कुछ नहीं कर सकते आप. If I say in the Hindi time, आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. कितना अनसर्टेनिटी आप एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? मैं 5-10% नहीं कह रहा, मैं कह रहा हूं जितना भी होगा देखूंगा मैं. There may be preference to either avoid a course of action which carry too high level risk, or to invest more. In our side, I'm not studying and I'm happy, or I will see that I will pass or fail. It is completely uncertain. Now they're saying either don't go for the exam where the risk is too high, or invest the time to reduce the risk. At least you should get 33% if you're not getting 100%, or 70% or 80%. This is the aversion rate. That is, it's saying unwillingness. I don't know that how much I should accept, 30, 40, 50, 70. And they say if this is the case, either completely avoid that action. But if you not study anything till the exam, the chances of failing is very high. Risk is very high. But invest something, means if you're putting, I'm studying for the everyday 2 hours. But if you want that you should not fail, then put more efforts on the top of that, so that the percentage of failing will be less and passing will be high for you, right? These things happen when client have a big requirement, without that they cannot go live, and they're not ready to invest as well. I i i have many cases in my experience. One of my clients says, until unless you will not put the manual approval in the change, I will not go live. I said, okay. I said, okay, I'll do that, but I'm not saying I'm not doing it. But at least extend the go live by 1 week. You have to be compensated. If you want to go live on the same day, then remove this. If you want to okay to go live after 2 days or 2 weeks, I'm happy to do this. Choice is yours. So these things happen actually sometime. And at last, neurality. Some level of risk is acceptable. I know if I hire a fresher in my company, maybe after 1 year he may go. I know 5-10% I know it will go. That is the means neutral part. Like I know whenever I kick off my batch, I know that 1 or 2% student will be skip the batch in next 4 to 5 days. This is the fact. I have this part. In the beginning, I got a lot of query. Atul, I want to attend the training. I this and that. I put everybody in the WhatsApp group. Till the time I kick off the or the time reach for the kick of the batch, the count reduce drastically, and I know that it will be done. Then suppose I have a 15 people who says Atul, I want to attend the training. Before kick off the batch in the 3 or 4 days before, I know that 2 or 3 will be definitely gone. More gone. They go. I kick off the batch. 5 days done. I still know that 1 or 2 will also again go, and they go. That is the acceptable risk. I know that this is a loss for me. And at last, it's a risk seeking. A willingness to accept or even take more risk in the higher potential value. More money, more risk. More profit, more money, more risk. So that is the simple fundamental here. So these exercises are required to do the risk assessment. Generally, we did not do this thing because we are not 100% BA. We are just having a format of BA. We are just having a phase of BA, but we are not a BA. Actually, BA should do everything this which we are discussing here. Clear till this point, Hitesh?
Yes, Atul. Risk seeking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The neutrality point. So this so when I read this, it seems that I mean it seems to me as from the understand point of view is how much is the client's willingness to accept the risk factor. Looking at of course the high potential value. So I mean
Yes.
so I've got it right, right? I mean client ka kitna
Yes,
uh,
yes. So
outreach
it
hai.
is again value in the terms of cost, value in the terms of
Got it.
efforts, value in the
Got
terms of industry. Means all these 3 or 4 parameters which you can put, you will be client will be seeing this thing. So that part. So the
okay.
value doesn't mean that only one value, that monetary value. No, it can be multiple values combination. Monetary, cost, efforts, quality, customer experience, revenue, market, everything can be included here.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Thank
So
you.
let's close it here only. We'll start the decision package tomorrow because I know it's very heavy. Theoretical part it's heavy. So these 4 points will complete tomorrow and we'll go to the next level. Let me stop the recording here and we'll take a attendance then.